This is Dolores Cannon. She will be remembered as one of the greatest hypnotists that has ever lived. She invented a new induction technique that no one has ever used until she started teaching it. One day, she contacted somebody and found out that was Nostradamus' student, found a way to talk to Nostradamus, and eventually started asking Nostradamus what the quatrains mean. She used Cheatham's book and started finding the translations of the Nostradamus quatrains. I found this book. I was watching a Channel 9 metaphysics program where she was promoting the book after it just came out. Went to Barnes & Noble, ordered it, read it. I was like, that's the most amazing book I've ever read in my life. Ended up getting her phone number, calling her, and introduced myself and told her straight up, Dolores, that was the most amazing book I have ever read. I see you're supposed to come to New York in a year. If you'd like, I'd come pick you up if you'd like. She goes, no, that's all right. I just got off the phone with somebody that told me they would pick me up in a limousine. I was like, all right. Well, before you come out next year, I'll give you a call, make sure you're still good. A year later, I give her a call, I know who you are. I was a little surprised she remembered after a year. She goes, that's the weirdest thing. The person that was supposed to pick me up just called me and told me he couldn't pick me up. I was like, if you'd like, I'll come get you. Give me your flight information and I'll see you at LaGuardia Airport. So she gets there, only person on the flight. We're walking to the car. I ask her about the Convoluted Universe series she has in some of her books, and she tells me when I come across information that makes no sense to me, it goes into a box in the corner of my room, and that's my Convoluted Universe book series. We get in the car. I ask her if she's using the cloud method, and she all of a sudden gets all perturbed. I was like, Dolores, you're an inventor. You invented the best technique of hypnosis that's been used on this planet. You can't hypnotize the whole planet. Sooner or later, you have to teach people how to use your technique. Then I tell her, you don't get it. The technique that you are using, people get sick. They go to a doctor. They run tests. They wait days, weeks, months, years. Sometimes they never find out what's wrong with them. Your technique, while you're talking to the subconscious, you ask the subconscious what's wrong with the body, and the subconscious will tell you. She looked at me like amazed. I was like, Dolores, after you find out what's wrong with the body, you ask the subconscious if it can heal itself, and it might be able to. And that's what healing hypnosis is. If you have taken the quantum healing hypnosis technique that Dolores Cannon taught, the two things that Dolores Cannon left out, which I believe are the most important. Sorry, I have to get something. I'm in the middle of doing things. Or, when you're talking to the subconscious, you need to ask the subconscious, is there anything going into this body that shouldn't? If they're smoking, taking drugs, whatever, maybe food allergies, maybe they need to live a gluten-free life. Those are things you need to find out. Number two, are there any things that this body needs? If I was hypnotizing my mother's father, I would find out he don't drink enough water. Other things might be they need nutrients, they need this, they need that. Those are the two most important things that if you're doing healing hypnosis, you need to ask the subject. All right. After this book's done, jump forward. Convoluted Universe. Dolores sends me a giant box filled with 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and that's what the Convoluted Universe 1 was all about. First book I ever proofread. And after it's done, it prints out, and that is the original book. She came to New York to a book fair at Jacob Javits and brought a whole bunch of books, filled a table. I left her. Spent hours walking around a book fair. Came back. Dolores, nobody wants your book? What are you doing? So I ended up getting rid of all of her books, and that's the book I saved when there was like 10 of them left. She goes, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, I want one. Even though I already proofread it, I knew the information that was in it. She was going to sign it for me, and I was like, for what? I already proofread it. And there's a table of contents. It was interesting. As people are walking by, I'm interesting them in, hey, are you interested in this, that, the other thing? Highlight of my day, I met Zachariah Sitchin. Amazing man. All right. There's Convoluted Universe. There's Conversations with Nostradamus. There's 1, 2, 3. Convoluted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And this is my first Conversations with Nostradamus, the Convoluted Universe background. My first video on my YouTube channel. And the coins, they have something else to do. If you don't know, Dolores Cannon's favorite number was 11. Hope that was informative. Dolores is dead. Sorry. This is my first eulogy. I guess I have to do more and go in more into depth in the story of our relationship. Love it.